it's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rumors that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood ones of holly. Suggestions that obliterate to camouflage the folly. Attempted mental robbery, executed sloppily. The pop proceed as mockery and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the Akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet.
Sweet eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful, friends. Welcome to your Thursday night Middle Path episode. And this is going to be exclusively only on Rockfin tonight. So if you're watching somewhere else right now, you will have to hop over soon. And it is for supporters, as tonight I'm going to do some oracle reading for people. So whether I pull a card in response to someone's question, or whether I do some bibliomancy or other methods of divination, I will be answering questions just like we've done every other lightning round. Oracle tonight is another one, and it is for supporters only. So if you support the show on Rockfin as a subscriber, you not only get that, but you also get tarot readings I do every month, parts of episodes that are only on Rockfin, and things like this, where I just go live on Rockfin for supporters. So if you want to be a part of that, you can head over to Rockfin right now. There's a link right below you, and you can sign up to become a supporter. You get everybody else's content on Rockfin as well. Most of my content on Rockfin is free, and most of a lot of people's is free. And you can get that either way, and go sign up for that if you haven't yet. But if you want to get the good stuff and the exclusives, then you do pay, but you pay only $10 a month, and you get, again, every single person on Rockfin's exclusive content. So that is worth it. It is far worth it. And so if you want to hop over now, that would be a great choice. It is a full moon tonight, and it is an eclipse tonight, and I am on day 9. I'm at the end of day 9 of a 10-day cleanse and fast. I've been fasting now, water and herbal teas only, for I think 50 hours. I think 48 hours. So that's where I'm at right now. And wow, it's intense. So we're going to talk about that before we jump into oracle reading as well. What's up, Travis in the chat, and Joey in the chat. Joey, thank you so much for the tip. It's amazing. I love being supported in what I do, and I love every single one of you out there listening, especially if you are a supporter or a person who tips or a person who buys things from the Rogue Shop. So let's actually look at some of that now. I won't do too much because I know if you're here on a Thursday that you already know. Andy Diamond points out in the chat, it's the longest eclipse in 500 years. I think it's like 389 years or something, not to be pedantic, but yes, in a really long time. So really long eclipse here that we're going into. And of course, you can grab all kinds of stuff on the site, rogueways.org. You can join us in our weekly meditations. We do 2 a week. And if you join us via membership, you get it all month long. If you joined, for example, today, you would actually get it through halfway through December as well, because I just want to be fair like that. So whenever you grab the monthly meditation, your month will start then. And if for some reason I messed up on that, you just remind me and I would send you the links to join us in Zoom. We've been doing it Tuesday and Thursday. I think next month we might switch to Sunday and Thursday just to have it a little bit more spaced out. But even if you can't join us live at 5 p.m. Mountain for those meditations we do twice a week, you get the recording as well. So you can do it whenever you want. And in fact, you can do it again and again and again because you can download it and keep it for yourself. So the weekly meditations are awesome. The one we did today was specifically inspired by the full moon eclipse. And it was powerful. It was amazing. If you've meditated with me before, I do free meditations as well sometimes on my channel. And so you know how powerful they can be. And especially when they're in alignment with some astrological forces like this, they seem to be a lot more powerful. And we all seem to get a little bit deeper and have a little bit more, response to our meditating. And so that's really cool. And today's, just like every meditation I share, I am guided to do that. I call them soul guided meditations because I am given the meditation ahead of time. I don't go like looking in a book or consulting, but I just sit quietly in my own process and I receive the meditation that we're going to do that day. So they are soul guided, channeled, if you will, meditations twice a week, just like every meditation I do. and they're really good. Whether you are a first-time beginner meditation experiencer, or whether you are pretty seasoned, they're powerful either way, and they're accessible either way. So come to the site, rogueways.org, and you can click on this article about it, which will link you up to the shop, or you could just head straight over to the shop where you'll find all kinds of good things like blessings, guidance sessions, ceremonies for your soul's healing, and so much more. All the books I write are there. My orgone and crystal infused blessing jewelry is also there. But if you want to grab a shirt, here's this article here about the Rogue Warrior gear, and it lets you know that you can head over to TeePublic, and you can see some of the designs we have. You can get on a shirt, a sweatshirt. I think you can get wall hangings. You can get stickers and all kinds of stuff for any design you like. So the Middle Path logo is there. The Rogueways logo is there. Living in Fear Isn't Living TV is there. The Bright Winter design is there. The Brighter You. If you're a part of Brighter You, you know what it's like. It's been going amazingly. I can't wait to share that more with other people in future sessions. We're about halfway through the Brighter You courses right now with the first group, the inaugural group, and it's just amazing. We have the Winning One Dragon shirt, which I bought myself because I love it so much. We have Don't Go Deeper into the Metaverse, Breathe In, Expand, Breathe Out, Brighten is another one of the shirts. And then the one design I have from Mr. Johnny Larson, who is the resident creator for most things, although most of these shirts, he did the Brighter You and the Middle Path. Neither are really his style, and this is a little bit closer to his natural style, I should say. And I just loved this design, so I grabbed it from him and put it on a shirt with the Travel Well, Aim for Balance, and Always Look Inside First closing line of every Rogueways and Middle Path episode on there. Such a cool design. I just love it. So I'm already know I'm gonna have to buy this one too. And right now, the reason I'm drawing attention to all this is it's on super sale, and I don't control the sales here. The sales are done by the third-party shirt printer company, this teepublic.com. But so right now they're doing another 1 day, 17 hours, and 53 minutes of this 35% off sale. So it's actually a huge discount. This $20 shirt is $13 right now, for example. And I don't know how frequently they do these, but that's a pretty good deal. So go over and grab it if you want. And speaking of Johnny Larson's designs, he not only does some designs for the show and some logos for the show, but he also does so much more. He does art, he does music, he does all the music for the show. And here's his link tree in the chat if you want to hop over. He also has some t-shirt designs, and I haven't even seen these yet. Ooh, nice storefront. This is like way cooler than mine. It's to be expected, as he's an artist. But if you like Johnny's art, you can see how many designs he's put up. I love this Stretch the Galaxy one. That's one of my favorite designs he's done. I love the mushroom hand. Love the meditating girl. Like, they're all awesome and unique, and obviously no one else ever is going to have anything like this, which makes it super cool. Makes it good for a gift as well. You know, people who like t-shirts and sweatshirts and mugs and like super surrealistic pop surrealism. Then you might like, I love this Squirrel Vereen is so rad. Like, he's going to get you. Nice. So many cool designs. This Birdfish Watt shirt is also rad. I love it. So that's Johnny's shirt shop too. If you want to do some of your Christmas shopping and support artists and support people you love, then you can hop over and grab that right now. Either of those links will get you there. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually in a link right below you, no matter where you're listening or watching as well, to get to his link tree. And you can get to all sorts of stuff. You can support him on Patreon and get every single song that has ever been on Rogueways, which if you've been listening for a long time, you know is quite a bit. There's quite a bit of them. And if you like those songs, then you can grab them all on his Patreon, I think at the $5 or $10 level, and some other places too. So go check out all his stuff. He's rad, and it is the season of giving. So it is time to get gifts for people. And just remember, you don't want to support China. You want to support real people. Did I skip something? I did. So I also wanted to share with you here. Let me get this out of the way. Maybe I could just do this. That makes more sense. Whoa. Sorry, I'm going a little crazy with the screen here. There we go. So I did want to share with you. Travis says, Johnny would make compelling children's books. To say the least. You know what's weird is he's actually working on a children's book. So you're psychic. And that's awesome. Hey, what's up, Gordon, in the chat? Joey says he appreciates the work I'm doing and all the hours that go into it. Thank you for recognizing that. Very few people realize how much I give away for free and how I do all of this by myself. Nobody else. So I really appreciate you noticing and giving back some of the love. You do, you know, it's good to give value where you find value. And I just think that that's awesome that you are living that truth. So yeah, Johnny is making a children's book and it's going to be awesome. It won't be as weird as his art normally is, I'll say that much. But it'll be pretty rad. So I wanted to point out, just in case I get weird tonight or I seem weird already, I am in like a very relaxed, time-stretched state of mind. And so I feel a little bit slow, but not slow like lethargic or like something's blocking me, but just like I'm not generally as relaxed as I am now because I am on day 9 and of a cleanse. I did the master cleanse for 7 days. I did a green juice cleanse for another 3 days. And now I'm doing a 3-day water fast in which I literally have only water with some mineral supplementation because your body does need that if you are fasting. And it is not safe or healthy to restrict yourself to not having minerals like this. So I do use some salt, some baking soda, and some what's called no salt in my water. And I do it at a very specific ratio, which you can learn about if you would like to, with Cole Robinson of Snake Juice and Snake Diet. He is awesome. I'm trying to get him on the show. I've been trying for a long time, and I'm hoping to get him. I think he was just on Jeranism recently, which I'm not going to lie, made me kind of jealous. But I'm going to get him on Rogue eventually. And he recommends this specific mixture of minerals because your body needs them. And again, I have no hunger pangs when I'm doing this, when I'm doing snake juice. So even if I'm fasting, I do have hypoglycemia. And so I personally can't have coffee or caffeine much because if I do, I'm more likely to become hypoglycemic. And so I do have hypoglycemia sometimes, and I have to just sort of get through it. And that is safe for me, and I don't know if it's safe for everybody. So always consult your local death dealer, doctor, for their advice, because they're definitely not going to kill you with it, just like they do so many people. I'm sure I have to say that legally, so I'll just do it. So yeah, I'm on hour 50 right now. So let's see, given this little handy pictorial graphic of times, what I'm at. So in 4 to 8 hours, just in the 4 to 8 hours that you would fast, perhaps, let's say while you're sleeping, your blood sugars fall, your food has left the stomach, insulin is no longer produced. So that's already a nice fast. If you get 12 hours, let's say you don't eat breakfast right away when you get up, or maybe you didn't eat for even longer before you went to sleep, which would be not too hard for most people to at least hit this 12-hour window of not eating. The food consumed has been burned for the most part. Digestive system starts to go to sleep. It's not needed. The body begins healing process. So already at 12 hours in, because your body's not taken up with digestion, you can start to heal more of your body. Human growth hormone begins to increase, and glucagon, I don't know, is relaxed to balance the blood sugars. I don't know what that means. At 14 hours, your body's converted to using stored fat. For the most part, a lot of people are already going into ketosis and using stored fat as energy. So you're burning fat, in other words. And human growth hormone starts to increase dramatically. At 16 hours, your body starts to ramp up the fat burning, so you're burning even more fat. 18 hours, the human growth hormone starts to skyrocket. 24 hours, autophagy begins. And at 24 hours, autophagy beginning means that your body is going in, my understanding at least, is that your body is now finding cells that are non-functional or cancerous even, or broken in some way, or just degenerated a bit, or maybe they're carrying something, some hidden parasite or something in them. I don't know. Some sort of invader that have put a target on their back, and all those cells are now beginning to be like eaten by your body. They're dying off. You don't do this the rest of the time. If you're not ever fasting at all, if you never make it to 24 hours, it is not likely that you're going to ever have autophagy happening at any measurable rate. And they've measured this. This is all scientifically measured. And so autophagy is a really good state to be in, because we all have cells that are garbage and need to go. We probably all have either undetectable or maybe even detectable that we just haven't gone looking for yet amounts of cancerous cells in our body. All of us. They've often talked about if they were to like measure and like weigh and like go in with CAT scans or whatever else and try to find all the cancer that people have, like most people would have it. And so autophagy is a nice thing to give yourself. It's nice to give your body a rest and to let it do autophagy, because it is good to get rid of some of these broken garbage cells. All your glycogen stores are drained at this point. Ketones are released into the bloodstream, so it's measurable now, even though you've been burning fat for a while. At 36 hours, autophagy increases 300%. So I'm at 50 hours. I've already hit the 48-hour mark, and at the 48-hour mark, my autophagy increased another 30%. My immune system they say it's reset. It just really, your immune system has had the chance to clean itself out, basically, and like make new T cells and like do all that. It's like ready for the next battle fully. So whatever you want to call that, reset and regeneration is good. And increased reduction in inflammation response. So I have almost no inflammation. So my face looks like really skinny, and a lot of my body looks a lot skinnier too, just from inflammation reduction. It's really nice. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit hard, but it's a bit hard like it's hard to quit an addiction. It's not a bit hard as in my body, as you can tell, is mostly I'm fine. Like I can move and function and do things, and I don't feel starved at all. And again, that's partially or completely due to the snake juice water that I drink with those minerals in it in a very specific proportion. So at 72 hours is when I'm going to stop, and my autophagy will have maxed out by then anyway. So I already would have all the autophagy I could have gotten for what's in my body right now. You could do this as often as you want. Some people fast for like a really long time, especially if they have a lot of fat on their body. If you have a lot of stored energy on your body, you're going to be able to fast for a lot longer than some people. And some people are wild, dude. I've seen people say that they're fasting for like 30 days, just water fast. Like that's insane. And you can do that. But I like this little 72-hour goal for myself because I've been fasting off and on a bit for years really, but more regularly in the past few years. Just trying to at least do things like eat only in an 8-hour window. Then you're giving yourself already a 16-hour fast. And so you're already burning some fat, maybe not getting any really good autophagy, but you're still giving your body a nice rest where it can do a lot. And so, I encourage you to consider your eating window. How many hours in the day have you eaten from when you started eating to when you stop? And how long is the window in which you're not eating, including sleep? And maybe try to stretch the hours that you're not eating and just see how that sits with you and how your body feels. And I will warn you, if you've never cleansed or never fasted, it might be surprising to you that you do have some symptoms that occur. And so you can always have some pains and some aches and some weird things happen, some dizziness or whatever, and it's passing. It passes. So if you can just sort of sit through that, you're actually healing when that happens. And it's a good thing as much as you don't enjoy it at the time. So just keep that in mind as well. And you can, I really like Dr. Mindy on YouTube. She's a fasting guru. And I also love Cole Robinson of Snake Diet, like I said. And Johnny is the reason why I know any of this. So let's all, again, clap for Johnny. Johnny deserves way more support than he gets because he's a badass. So again, just in general, 7 amazing benefits to fasting, and then I'll shut up about it, is autophagy, a rise in stem cells. So this is how you regenerate, actually, some parts of your body that they thought could never regenerate. Your ketones rise as in your burning fat stores. Your energy is diverted from digesting and given to all sorts of other activities of your body, including reducing inflammation, which is beautiful. Your hormones are balanced and optimized. And your microbiome is reset. Your gut is healing. And you're getting all of this news, especially if you do the master cleanse, because there's a saltwater flush that really flushes out your guts. And it's not harsh. It's a very gentle flush, and it's super nice. So you really do have a lot of gut healing in this. I don't know about this resetting the DNA thing, turning off bad genes and powering up good genes, but I don't doubt it, because everything we do affects our genetic expression all the time. So it's not surprising. So okay, switching gears completely. Done talking about fasting. I'm very excited to reach 72 hours tomorrow and have my first glass of orange juice, and then go to bed and fast for another 8 hours, and then wake up and have more orange juice, and then have mostly orange juice and homemade bone broth that next day. Like, it's like just a really powerful fantasy right now, but it's coming. So, yay, Johnny, Gordon says. Gordon also points out keto flu is a real thing. Stick it out and it's totally worth it. And yes, it is a real thing. And so again, those minerals are really important to help get you through it. Andy points out that Cole Robinson of Snake Diet has a Facebook accountability group. Yeah, I also keep chickening out of posting my before pics, but I'm definitely going to post my after pics. And maybe I'll throw in my before pic at that same time. I'll be like, I'm already done, but here's how it went. 'Cause it's scary. But it is good. You do have accountability and things like that. Awesome. I love that everyone in the chat already knows about all of this. Oh, sorry. What's up, YouTube? I always forget about you guys. It's not because I don't love you. It's because the screen is farther away for you. And also because I'm going to turn you off soon. Uke Takopo asked what's the longest I've gone fasting. I was supposed to do a 72-hour before, and the hypoglycemia broke me. I actually was like on the floor shaking, so that wasn't safe or healthy for me. And so I ate at 53 hours, which I still think 53 is pretty freaking good. But this time I'm totally going to make it because I'm feeling great and I'm about to go to sleep soon. And then I just wake up and do a few more hours and I'm done. So I'm good. What's up, Robin Stevenson? Salute, Stephanie Martin. Hey, and later. Hop over to Rockfin if you want to join us for the whole entirety of this stream. I just have a few more minutes before we're going to cut off the rest of you. So I hope to see you there. Join the crew over on Rockfin. So the moon tonight, again, if you're wondering when it is going into its eclipse, it is technically Friday, right? So we're saying tonight, Thursday on the 18th, but it's actually Friday that the eclipse is happening early in the morning. So it just starts to enter penumbra, which is just the eclipse starting at 11:02 Mountain, my time. So that is actually Thursday. And then, Eastern, it's 1 a.m. And then it enters Umbra, whatever that, I forget what that means, at midnight for me. And then the maximum eclipse, like the full eclipse action, is going to be around 2:02 a.m. Mountain tonight. So you can go out, whatever time zone you're in, adjust accordingly and go check it out. It should be pretty, like dark orange. I don't think this is one of those ones that's going to block out the moon, but it is going to be beautiful. And if you want to go check that out, those are the times. And the full moon eclipse energy is so well explained. Everything is so well explained by Athen Commenti. Athen is my favorite astrologer. He uses true sidereal. It's not sidereal, it's true sidereal. It's different from sidereal or Western or Vedic astrology. And the difference is that it uses the actual visible sky. So when you look up and you see the moon is where? It's in Taurus right now. It just so happens that right now in Western astrology, it's also in Taurus. And that's just happens sometimes that they overlap. But if you are a fan of using your own senses and using your own placement and the placement of the things as they actually are right then I suggest you check out Athens if you haven't already. You can join for free. His I get nothing for this, by the way. I just really like Athen Commenti, and I love his explanations. And I come to deeper understandings of astrology all the time because of his teaching. So I love him. And if you go sign up for Mastering the Zodiac Insiders, it's just here on masteringthezodiac.com. It's one of the tabs that says Insiders. You sign up for free and he'll send you these little insights that other people don't get. So you can watch his they're usually like 10-minute videos about whatever's going on that week, or in special circumstances like today, that specific event. So he's really good. Go check him out. And he does awesome chart casting, which is different from your chart if you've had it in other astrologies. And he also does awesome interpretations and readings with you. So super cool guy. You can actually get your chart for free too. There's a chart calculator you can just grab and start to figure it out yourself if you want. But let's all come back together now. As we're done looking at stuff, we're going to do some oracles. So if you are in the chat on Rockfin and you have a question that you would like a card or a bibliomantic answer to, then start to think of what that question is and throw it in the chat whenever you're ready. And if you are on YouTube or on any of the other platforms that I'm streaming to right now, we love you and we hope you join us over on Rockfin and become a supporter. And support what you love before it goes away. So hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a fantastic eclipse night. Bye-bye, Twitch. Bye-bye, Twitter. Bye-bye,